Hiking. Good job, suspect. Snowflake baskets on the trekking poles. Backpacking. Looking at my boots, freshly serviced after Glacier Call hike. Nutnfancy Crockett 20. I washed them, put a snow seal back on them, and now they're wearing some really cool boot dressing I found at one of my outdoor stores. KG's boot dressing or something like that. I'll roll a picture in if I think about it. We're going to see how that works. But it's awesome because it protects your most vulnerable area, that leather cap. Which, by the way, is going to get abused on a trail like this. Don't you think, suspect?
Yep.
And this is a Nutnfancy family adventure, backpacking adventure, high alpine areas, western U.S. You guys know I'm always real generic about where I go. I like that because, no, I don't want you going there. Sorry. We like being alone out here. Right?
You got that right.
It's resting time on the trail. There's the last suspect, my son. And we've been working hard on this trail. We got a lot more work ahead of us. Actually, the most difficult part is to come. Allie the mountain dog, wearing some new shoes. Check it. Birds singing, beautiful blue sky. And Allie's got a new set of shoes. Sporting some red ones from Roughwear. So far, these are the best shoes I've seen that she's had. She hasn't thrown them yet. She's not complaining about them. They're lightweight. They have a great traction, Vibram-like sole on them, which is the main reason I'm allowing her to wear them, because in this terrain, just like I said in Glacier Call, dudes, she needs to have that wolf paw, that ability to flatten her paw and get that traction. And I think these shoes are giving it to her. By the way, she's going to start fly snapping, suspect.
Saw a few of those before. Pretty wicked.
Suspect, by the way, is on a depussification hike, right, dude?
Yep.
So this is the best way I know to depussify your children. Strap a 35 to 40 pound pack on their back and bring them out to a place like this. Leave the video games behind, you know, their friends, the iPhones, the cell phones, and bring them out with dad, with dog, and make a family memory that they'll keep with them for the rest of their lives. That's what this hike is about. And I told suspect I don't really care if we make our goal. The big thing is we're together and we're hiking. And we're having a good time, and we can pitch our tent pretty much anywhere we want. Our game plan, though, plan A, remember how I am big on plan B sometimes. Plan A is to make it to these high alpine lakes that I have in mind. I have the pack raft with me, I have fishing supplies, and just, it would be really cool if we could get some lures in the water and start snagging some trout and cook them fresh. Don't know if that'll happen. Sometimes they bite, sometimes they don't. And no, I'm not Joe Fisherman. When you start hiking again, suspect, we're gonna run out of daylight like always.
Let's do it.
We got a really late start today too, because I was working on TMP All-Star shoot video, annotating that right in the sidebar, getting it activated for all my friends in TMP so they could see what happened there. Busy week, busy week. We did Crockett and me, we did Glacier Call video, then we had all our friends in for the TMP All-Star shoot. Man, that was a good time. Such a good time meeting all those guys. And now we're back out in the woods again. Not messing around, man. This is the time to do it. Invest your time wisely, live with no regrets. That's what I'm attempting to do with my family right now. And no, Mrs. Nutnfancy didn't want to come. We tried to. Tried to bring her. She didn't want to bring, or she didn't want to come with us.
Not so much.
Right, dude. Let's start hitting it.
You, me, and Alan. Let's go.
As you can see, I have last suspect carrying his fair share of weight. And he's a newbie with the hiking poles. So he's developing his technique. And I truly believe there is a certain technique to hiking poles. Most people don't know how to use them properly. I'm instructing him. Takes practice though. It's not something most people will pick up immediately. After about a hike like this, folks will get it down. But for stream crossing, inclined snowy banks, glaciers, you know, rock hopping, saving the knee, and yeah, I got my knee brace under there. It rocks. And by the way, you guys are saying, what knee brace? It's just a Walmart, I think Mueller brand neoprene knee brace. That's what I find works best. If I can give my knee some compression, some warmth, a little bit of more stability, that's all I need. I've tried other knee braces, but since I've lost my weight, they don't fit so good. There's Allie wearing herself out as usual.
Hey, Pop.
By the way, I'm sporting some new hiking poles. My last REI shock absorber versions totally busted in Glacier Call. The ferrule, this portion that's actually affixed to the shaft, busted. Nice thing about REI is that you can take stuff back, 100% guaranteed, and they'll swap it out. That's exactly what they did with my 12-year-old hiking poles. You heard right, 12 years old, they replaced them free of charge. Like, rock on, we can't fix those. We don't have the parts. Go ahead and pull a new pair off the shelf. That's what I did. So these are the new REI, whatever they're called, Titanols or whatever, shock absorbers. They're a little heavier than last version, so I'm not really impressed about that. I like clamping style ones too that have a clamp, like the Leakies, whatever you say. But they're free at this point, so I'm using them. Also, as a parent, I find it's a hard balance to strike between work and fun when you go backpacking. If your kid's not used to hard work, they're probably going to be complaining. It's not easy doing what we're doing. Now, he's got a 35, 37 pound pack on his back. I've got a 90-pound pack, making it up a bunch of steep terrain. Quit that, dog. Get down here. She's wearing herself out again. And you have goals to make in the daylight you have available, right? Yep. So you can't be resting all the time. Short rests are good. When you do a long hike, you just set little goals. Your goal isn't the ultimate end. It should be your next resting place. Maybe it's at the top of the trail where Allie is. Find a good sitting rock, take a load off, stay strapped into the pack, take a 60-second, 2-minute breather, then start hiking again. In our family too, we're not fast. We're mountain goats, so we can pretty much go everywhere with loads on our back. I'm about a medium speed hiker. I wouldn't say I'm slow. Medium speed, because I've hiked with a lot of groups. A lot of people are slow. I'm medium speed. If I'm motivated, I'm high speed. I can make it happen if I have to. Allie's energy level's pretty high there, suspect. That might be an indication she's really digging those shoes, honestly. I think when her pads start hurting, she doesn't like it. Good girl. See how alert she is? Ready for us to rock and roll? You ready for a drink, by the way? Okay, he's not packing a Camelback, he's just got a water bottle. But since we're in teams, or in a team, I can just grab it for him. Huh, learning as we go. Standard.
Yep.
And no, don't expect Last Suspect to know all the stuff I know yet, but I'm trying to pass it on to him. That's my job as a father. Again, another reason for this trip. And if I don't do that as a father, I'm a hypocrite, because I advocate that you do it. You pass on these life lessons and the love of the outdoors, the responsibility for being a good steward in the outdoors, taking care of these wild places so his kids can enjoy them, their kids can enjoy them. Good girl. That's kind of what we're about in the Nutnfancy project, I'm thinking. What about you, dude? I'm digging this beard, man. What'd you say?
Hey, you want a swig?
No, I got a Camelback, dude. Here, lean forward. Okay, start walking. Rest over.
Got it.
There's that balance between work and play again. Don't make your rest breaks too long. Actually, and I gotta be honest, his pack was too heavy. I think we had him 45 pounds. He was carrying a pack raft himself. And I really didn't know what he could carry, what he can't carry. It's kind of a, you know, an experiment. He hasn't come out hiking with us for a couple years. So, I'm learning as his dad what he can do. And he was wobbling on the trail. And that's a good indication to me that it's too heavy. When they're doing this and they're having a hard time, just a little bit. I mean, not all over the place, but we had to cache that stuff on the side of the trail. I marked it with a GPS. We'll go back and get it on the way down. And we're exiting the same way we came down. This is not a through hike. Again, this is a style of backpacking that I like doing. Bivouac hiking, or bivouac camping. We go establish a base camp and we start playing when we get there. You know, that's our headquarters, so to speak, out here. So all we're doing is hiking to our base camp area today. I'll tell you this though, we're gonna be hiking all day because of our late start. And the terrain gets pretty gnarly. Suspect is not totally in shape either. Too much time on the video game paddles. Yep, happens in the Nutnfancy household as well. And Mrs. Nutnfancy makes a lot of the calls on the kids, not me. So, he's doing a lot better now. I lightened his pack up though. Gorgeous, look how pretty it is up here. And it's hard filming and backpacking at the same time. Not easy. The bonus is we have about 3 pounds of camera gear we're bringing as well. Awesome. Suspect is carrying the tripod this time. Lightest one I could find. Little geography lesson as we go. Okay, Suspect, see how the trail gets real sandy right here?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Erosion?
That's correct. The springs will start flowing right down the trail and wash right here. You can see where it's dried up. There was this water running here. So it pretty much has washed the trail out here. And then it flows down right there at times. There's a lot of snow, a lot of water out here, so I'm a little bit surprised it's not flowing right now. Good water year up in these mountains. We're glad to see it too. Go on, dog, you're in my way. Long ways to go. God, this pack's comfortable. Love this Kelty Super Tioga. Told you guys that before, how well it carries weight. Just mystifies me when I go into REI or a big outdoor store and I don't see the external frame packs anymore. Whatever. I love them. My internal frame would have run out of room easily with the load I'm carrying right now. I just run out of room. I need about a 55 to 6,000 cube external frame that I can lash stuff onto. For open trail hiking like this, we're on established trails, it's ideal. That's what I said in my extended stay backpacking series as I reviewed my system. Suspect is sporting an old Camp Trails external frame pack. They don't make them anymore. This is Mother's, but now it fits him, kind of. Don't know if you noticed, there's a GPS spot messenger in that mesh pocket. We'll be checking in with Miss Nutnfancy on that, because she worries like so much when I'm out in the woods in the wilderness. Doesn't she, suspect?
Oh, you don't even know half of it.
She's like up all night worrying about me. It's not like I'm on some top of some glacier somewhere in a snowstorm. That's never happened. Maybe it has once or twice. Peace of mind, baby. Some guys will say, why don't you use a personal locator beacon or a sat phone? Well, several reasons. One, SAWC, size and weight constraints, which suspect just had a good lesson on a little bit back there on the trail, right? Wah, wah. You learn what your limited capacity body is able to carry, what it cannot carry really quick here in the reality of the wilderness. Ain't no make-believe, posturing, or ego gonna make up for it. So, that's one reason. I think that personal locating beacons, a little bit bigger. There might be some small ones, I don't know. They're expensive too, very expensive. The service is very expensive. Plus that spot messenger is going to do exactly what I want it to do. Give a pulse message to my wife, giving her latitude, longitude, warm, fuzzy, okay message. Hey, we're doing good, things are on schedule. It works fine. I did notice it's having a hard time getting GPS coverage though in the trees. Probably because it just has a little patch antenna. Once we break in the clear, I'll boot it up, send a message her way, give her a spot coordinate. I'm learning about that system as I go too. I may do a dedicated review on it. Got to get some experience on it first. Guys may think I totally dig the hiking portion. Honestly, not so much. It's a lot of work. I mean, it's okay and it's fine, but what I really like doing is establishing a base camp, doing day hikes from there. Carrying 90 pounds on my back, 10,000 foot elevation, it's work. Check out all those ants, dude. They're going to town. A lot of activity over there. Could you eat those ants if you had to?
Yes.
Tastes like lemonade. You bet you could. Take a lot of them. Notice Allie's smart enough not to lay down there. Good girl. She's been watering up at the streams. It's just a coincidence that, by the way, Allie is completely color coordinated out here in the wilderness, sporting the Kelty Chuckwagon Canine dog pack, which you've seen in many Nutnfancy adventure videos, and now wearing the rough wear, which are pleasantly coordinated red. It's pretty awesome, girl. You cannot drink enough water out here. And yes, I'm carrying about 1.5 gallons on my back. Saves me from having to pull over and break everything down and filter, which takes trail time. We need that trail time to get where we're going. All right, dude, we need to hit it.
Okay, you want some?
I got my Camelback. Once again. All right, when you get up, Minimize your energy expended. There you go. Use those trekking poles. Awesome.
Saved my life, man.
You'll really think that when you get good with them. Right now, you're still learning.
No, I seriously mean that. I mean, while I'm still using these right now, I think I'd totally fall over and get wasted.
I've had them save me on falls many times. That's okay. I'll slow down. I'm at approximately the age where my dad got killed in our private plane. Not to give you a big downer, but I say that by way of reference, and that my dad always amazed me about how he hiked. We would go bear hunting in Virginia, backpack style, heavy backpacks. I mean, this is back in the 70s before there was any lightweight gear. The tent alone weighed 12 pounds. We brought pancake mix with us, canned goods, canned beans. I bet you my pack then, as a little kid, probably weighed 50 pounds. And I was struggling at times. I mean, in snowy, cold weather, my dad was just an animal, though. I mean, he could just backpack and without rest. I mean, and I'd try to hoist his pack. He probably had a 100-pound pack. And it's funny, now I'm his age, close to it. In some ways, I inherited his capability to carry weight and hike. You will too. And you're right where I was. You know, you're walking up a trail and saying to yourself, hey, I'm gonna go up to this sitting rock, dude. Come up to this log. This is much better. You're at the age, suspect, where you go, man, this kind of sucks. Ugh. Hang in there, though. You'll get the hang of it. Hang in the system, confidence in your capabilities out here. Takes a little bit of time. And getting out, leaving the video games behind. Actually, suspect does not play that many video games. And when he does, a rule in our house is I don't like solo video game play. I like it to be a social event. So if he's playing with his, video games with his mom, that's cool. And you guys have been doing what, Mario?
Yep.
Old school Mario lately on Super Nintendo. They love it. And it's fun, when you're together. That's different. When you're, alone in your room and you're kind of ignoring real life like we're doing out here today, maybe not so fun. Don't have it take away your opportunities to go out and do stuff like this. And if it's not backpacking, get out to a park, go throw frisbee with some friends, go out and bicycle, go walk your dog, go water skiing, go mountain biking with your buddies, bombing down the side of a mountain. Go live life, man. Get off the paddles. They're good, in restraint, but not as a lifestyle, generally speaking. Kind of like I preach to you all the time, huh, suspect?
Yeah.
Here's that snow level creeping down, at least in the shadowy areas of the timber. I'm really hoping it doesn't start covering the trail, because it's going to slow us down a lot. Very unusual to have this much snow up here mid-June. You'll have patches on a normal year. How's that global warming thing going? Allie keeps doing side trips, exploring as we go. Another indication that her energy level's good. Possibly an outgrowth of having some boots that for once are staying on her feet. Más nieve. Suspect, just walk around. You don't want to go through that snowfield if you have a choice. It just burns energy you want to save. Now you can see why we have snowflake baskets on the trekking poles. Still snow. We can't avoid this one. Just go on my footsteps. There, suspect. Again, this is why we wear gaiters. One of the many reasons I wear them. Snow, rocks, screed, ticks. All that's avoided when you're wearing gaiters. Last suspect has got some lightweight nylon ones. I think outdoor research variety. tan, suplex. They rock. Good girl, good girl. Another Allie the mountain dog side trip. Her favorite thing, Suspect, is chasing chipmunks. She loves it. Actually, she likes chasing all wildlife. And no, she doesn't hurt it. I've trained her not to. And she won't be released on the chase unless I let her. I generally don't let her go chasing after deer and stuff and harassing the wildlife. But if there's something in camp, unknown, did you just rip one? Nice.
Yeah.
If there's something in camp, she's doing her guard dog duties, you bet I release her, let her go do her job. Find out what it is. If I give her an attack command, she's all over it. She will do that. She's trained in that level too. It's a lot of work getting your dog to this level. A lot of work. I still work with her. Your dog training is ongoing. You never can just stop and say, oh, she's trained. She's good to go. Nope, you constantly reinforce it. With a male dog, they're going to try to lead out and maybe make a bid for alpha once in a while. And you need a strong alpha in the family. In our family, the Nutnfancy family, it's me. Mrs. Nutnfancy second, she's beta. And then Suspect is beta as well. Doodle's probably a beta, maybe alpha at times. The dog's got to know that they're last on the totem pole. And they're okay with that. It doesn't hurt their feelings. They just need to know where they fit in as a pack. If there's not a strong alpha role model, guess what? They'll be one. They'll say, you know what? Your alpha leadership sucks. I'm going to lead out. Dogs will do that, especially large breed wolf-style dogs like Allie. Labs are such awesome dogs, though. They're so kind and intelligent and inquisitive. Good with children. They're hardy and rugged. They're water capable, snow capable. Good fur. They're built for adventures like this. It wasn't a mistake that I chose a black lab. Love the breed. I love all labs, but I just opted to get a black lab. Such a good girl. Let's go, dude. Break time over. Still ripping them over there?
Yep. Surprised dog's pretty doing that well.
She's doing really good.
Yeah.
Allie's no dummy. Notice that she's using our shadow, so she's not in the sun. You quite comfortable, dog? She's carrying her dog food in there, her rain gear, and she actually has a couple tins of wet dog food, as I call it, as treats. She loves that. Just 3 little tins, about the size of tuna fish cans.
Hey, dog. Want this? Girl.
What do we have in here? Last Suspect's pack. Oh, looks like a little Phoenix LD20 action with a light cone attachment.
Love it.
Total awesomeness. Great wilderness option. Only thing I say about that light is it just doesn't go dim enough.
Mars bar.
They rock.
Damn, drop.
Those snowbanks make great refrigerators, though, if you can catch some fish. I always like having some up here. How you doing, Suspect? All right. We're not even halfway done yet. I'll tell you, that snow takes it out of you plowing through it. Well, if your kids aren't in hiking shape, suspect is not right now. You got to be attuned to their speed. I'm having to kind of throttle back like a lot for him so I don't dust him and dishearten him. So nice slow speed. Downside of that is that we're going to be on the trail for a long time today. Pushing nightfall, maybe night hiking. Haven't decided. And yeah, we're equipped for that. Not a huge deal. But watch your kid, or for that matter, anybody who's in your hiking party, your slowest member. Be careful you don't dust them. If you dust them, man, they're going to be bummed and they'll get disheartened. Morale's means a lot out here too. Someone loses morale out here in the wilderness, they're a liability, and because they kind of lose hope and they don't think they can make it, and I've been there before with people I've hiked with a lot. Then you play the game. Come on, you can make it. Hang in there. You have to play the game, and they do make it. Hiking, let me say backpacking, is pretty much, to me, a mental exercise. You do have to have your body in shape. Like I said in Glacier Call, the muscles, the sinews, you know, all your joints used to hauling weight and working this hard. But it's also mental. You have to believe you can make it. You got to visualize your goal. You just break it off a little piece at a time. Teach your kids how to do that too. And give them some goals to look forward to, like this. All right, dude, 1 more mile of hiking and we'll take a lunch break.
Sweet.
I'm watching the odometer on the GPS. I'll let you know when we've ticked another mile. For your reference, that'll probably be a long time from now at this pace. Got to keep it realistic. Don't want to hear the game, or play the game. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? I hate to take a lunch break today though, because killing daylight. It's a pretty little mountain pond right there.
This resting rock ain't working.
Why not, dude? It should work. Put your frame on it and just rest your frame.
Try it, it's not. It's going down.
Actually, since you're up, let's go. Let's hit it.
No rest break at all.
Just came up that big old area right there from down below. Not too bad. Actually, this hike so far has been easier than I remember it. Maybe it's because of our 1.1 mile an hour pace. All right, making progress. Alright, we need to hit the trail again. This is going to wear us out going through all this snow. Yeah, man, it is getting beautiful up here. Gorgeous. Early in the season, there's our first mountain lake. We've arrived, but we've crossed a lot of rocky terrain with a lot more to go as we get there. Being very careful not to twist our ankle, break a leg in this stuff. We were over in a snow patch right over there. Thing was 4 feet deep. I stepped in it, went all the way up to my thigh. Great way to hurt yourself. Again, be smart. Take it slow. Trekking poles are a huge advantage, for me at least. You digging them, dude?
Yeah.
They totally saved Suspect back there in a snow patch.
I think I totally like fallen over.
Yeah, I watched you, man. If you hadn't had that, you would have face planted. We're trying to re-intercept the trail right now because there's so much snow in certain parts. It's hard to see it. Might mean more hiking for us, unfortunately, as we have to double back to another lake. We could come actually camp right here at this lake. There's a beautiful lake right here. We kind of want to go to some new areas though. And I grew up hiking to this lake many times. Check out that view out there. That's pretty wicked. Nice talus slope. Trying to make campsites so we don't really have a lot of time to take video and pictures. We'll get a couple snippets here and there. My Suspect is getting tired, so I gotta slow it down for him. This is one reason why. Check this. A lot of times there's no going around it either. Whenever we can, we will. Post holing. Suspect is actually doing pretty good. Carrying a pack in these elevations with a rock that we've come across. Not so easy. We haven't passed too many people along the way either. A couple, not many. I think one reason is people are holding off because they know a lot of the trails are snowed over like that one.
Hi there, come here. Come here. Come here. Good girl, yes.
She digs them, huh?
Yeah. Seem pretty good. I'm impressed.
Good girl, good girl. Kind of makes her four-wheel drive when she's got her booties on. Good girl, good girl. Whew, that's a lot of work. As last Suspect will amply demonstrate. Dig those poles in, dude. Lean on them. There you go.
Awesome.
Okay. Good girl. Post holing our way to the mountain lakes. Last Suspect, Nutnfancy. Miles in the backcountry at this point. Ain't nobody around now. Giddy up. Giddy up.
Come on, Dad.
Good girl. These shots are hard to get. Lots of work. All right, suspect, I know I promised you lunch, but we need that sunlight to hike with.
Okay. Let's go.
Are you good with pressing?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna press. We'll get a quick snack and then bust a move on the trail.
Okay.
That way we're not looking for a camping place at night, which kind of sucks. You can do it. I've done it out here several times, but it's not ideal. It's good to look out yonder in the daylight and go, oh, there's a good place way over there, instead of through the tunnel vision of a flashlight. Dogness is doing great. Those shoes are holding up well. She just took him through
shoes, dog?
She just took him through a dunk in the stream. She's got a dog treat too. A little bit chewy, huh, Dogness? We are plowing through the snow up here, tons of it. That's a lot of energy that it takes. On the good side though, look at this awesome day we've been given. The temperature is just ideal. No rain, no wind. Just gorgeous. Perfect weather. Go follow suspect. Go on. Good girl. It's going to be kind of hard finding a dry camping place for the tent too. I've hiked with a lot of people before, and I always recommend they wear gaiters. And a lot of them give me static. They're like, I don't need gaiters. Yeah, you do. Check it. In this deep snow. And up here at these elevations, we're about 10,700 feet right now. There's pretty much snow here year round. The amount will vary season to season. As you can see, this is a big snow year. You plow and pulse hole through all the snow patches. If you're not wearing gaiters, it's going to go right into the top of your boot. Kind of the same thing I said in High Skies videos. You are seeing firsthand the methodology at work in my extended stay backpacking gear review vids. This is it. This is a schoolhouse. Reality of high alpine wilderness. How you doing, suspect?
Good.
Right on, brother.
A little tired, but hanging in there.
You're doing good, man.